What's up? This is the Casket, home to the lamest taste. You can check me out on Instagram, Twitch, and YouTube, all at one word, the Casket, where you can subscribe, like, and comment. Hit the bell for much, much more. We're getting into a Casket reviews. This is on the Netflix original movie, Woman of the Hour. This movie was released on Netflix October 18th, 2024. It is currently the last week of October, so we had a perfect time to check this out. This is starring none other than Miss whatever, I don't actually know, but Anna Kendrick. She is also the director of this movie, which is wild. I didn't know that until the end credits. This movie was really well done. I like a period piece. I feel like they captured the atmosphere and vibe of the time period very well. If you don't know, this is a movie based off of a real life story of a mass serial killer that was running around killing women. And I think this movie was very unique in its pacing, in its editing structure, shot selection, and the way it depicted these stories. So I'm not well versed in the actual story that it was telling, so I didn't know much about this prior, but I really did enjoy this. I did not look up. This was rated R and had a runtime of 1 hour and 35 minutes, which is a perfect runtime in my opinion. And I did really enjoy this. One of the things I liked about this movie was the fact that you have a mainline story that you're following. Right, you start off with like there's lots of flashbacks and flash forwards, which was cool. So you see like a victim, you don't know if it's the first victim, you don't know if it's recent. They do tell you dates. So you see a victim, you see something go down, you get to see it. You see the guy's face right away. You know who it is. So it's not like you're gonna find out who the guy is. They're telling you who the guy is, which is interesting. I didn't expect it. Based off the trailer, I didn't expect that. And then you get to meet Anna Kendrick's character, and she's going on this dating show. And you get to see the build of her character, and that's the main story that keeps cutting into her trying to get into acting, trying to get a role, getting on this dating show, being paid as an actor on the dating show. The murderer is one of the daters and the bachelors, and it's very interesting because you keep cutting in and out of that, and you get to see a future character that we see multiple times. We flash back to a future victim, which is cool, and then you also get a couple other victims. The one that I really enjoyed, not that I enjoyed it, I enjoyed the way it was filmed, was that he helps this woman move stuff so she was in the shower, she got out of the shower, her moving van had dropped everything off. Because she was late, because she was in the shower, they just left. So this guy was across the street, he helped her bring everything up, and they're flirting and everything, and he kills her. But you see it from the perspective of the skylight, which was so interesting to film it that way. And I really did enjoy that. Like, I thought that was so weird and different. And that really got me. And that's one of the things. And then you go back between the future victim and Anna Kendrick's character. And in Anna Kendrick's storyline, there's another woman whose friend was a victim, and you get she has flashbacks of seeing him at the beach, and she's in the audience, and like she does this whole thing and no one believes her, and there's this whole back and forth with that, with the police don't believe her, the security don't believe her, no one helps. So like you get these two ongoing storylines plus the future storyline, and the future storyline is kind of where, spoiler alert, is where he gets caught and where it all ends. But what I didn't like, and obviously you're going off a real life story, so there isn't much you could do, and obviously the dating show thing is the most interesting part of this story, so it's the one that would make the majority of the movie, is that Anna Kendrick's character has a run-in with him afterwards, after he wins, and it gets weird, and he tries to get away. She tries to get away, and she gets away. And then there's no repercussion from that. And that was a big buildup and cool. And I thought there'd be some, he'd get caught because of that, and nothing. And the linear story with that, the tangent story with that, is the woman that recognized him, she's not believed, and that doesn't lead to anything. So I thought those two things happening, like police reports parallel together, I thought those would lead to something. But no, the movie ends with us going back to the future character and her just like playing on his emotions and like convincing him that she was along with it, and he doesn't kill her and takes her with him, which is so out of character based on everything else that we've seen. And then she gets away when he goes to the bathroom. So strange. This guy was definitely not right in the head, and apparently that's like a true story. That's how it ended. Cool. And that's how it ends. But it's just so strange to me that there was no, I know it's how it happened, so it has to happen that way, but there was no real purpose of the majority of what we watched. It was just an experience that happened, and there was no resolution, there was no lead through, there was no connection at the end to any of the stuff that we watched. It was just someone else's story that we didn't really see. It was some young adult who had ran away from home, and she was the one that got him caught. And we get to see bits and pieces of her story, but she's like an afterthought through this whole thing, and ends up being the solution, which is so strange, like thematically. But it's a real life story, so I can't really argue, because it isn't a script. No one wrote this, someone wrote a script for this, but no one like crafted this from their brain. This was like taking creative imagery and real life events and making it work. So it was amazing. It was really amazing. I did really enjoy it. I'm gonna give this a 4.3 out of 5. I really, really did like this Netflix original. I think it's a great Netflix original, great runtime, great cast of characters, great acting, great period piece, and it was just a lot of fun. It was really, really good. So get in the comments, did you see it? Did you not? Are you going to? Let me know. Remember, this is the home of the lamest taste, the Vinyl Casket. This was Woman of the Hour, Netflix original. And you can check me out on Instagram, Twitch, and YouTube, where you can subscribe, like, and comment. Hit the bell for much more. Do me a massive favor and stay lame.